You've probably heard the expression, is your conscience bothering you? And I have to be honest with you. There have been times in my life when, yes, my conscience was bothering me because I had done something that I shouldn't have done, and I hadn't yet owned up to it. But it was high time that I did. And the thing is that in order to be absolved of our guilty conscience, you have to deal with it. And there have been times that I've known of where somebody ended up coming to Christ because that conscience was troubling them so much. They were looking for a way to be able to get that behind them, and it led them to spiritual truth. Because I do believe that this is a spiritual thing. And I believe that even for somebody who says, I don't believe in God, I have no use for God, I have absolutely no intention of ever confessing that I believe in God, but yet I do believe that there's something spiritual at work in a person when they feel convicted of something that's happened in their life that they know is not right. And hopefully, through what God would be doing in somebody's life, it would cause them to want to make it right. Whatever it was that was troubling them, whatever it was that was bothering them, that they'd want to make it right. And the only way you can do that is through just confession, just being honest, and saying, yes, I did this. How can I make it right? And sometimes it has to do with going to an individual or individuals. Or oftentimes it has to be done in the spiritual realm of just being honest and just making it right as far as yourself is concerned. You say, yes, I'm going to own up to this thing. And what do I have to do to make it right? I find it fascinating when you read in the Gospels about Jesus encountering a man by the name of Zacchaeus. We sang about him in Sunday school. Zacchaeus was a wee little man. And how it was that when he heard that Jesus was coming by, he climbed up in a sycamore tree so that he could see Jesus passing by. And when Jesus came by, he said, Zacchaeus, I'm coming to your house today. And I just believe that everything that Zacchaeus had done, it just all came to the forefront, and he realized he just could not carry that burden anymore. And he just began to say, I'm going to restore everything that I've stolen. I mean, he's just confessing everything that I've stolen, everything I have robbed, I'm going to restore it. And God just began to work in that man's life and just cleaned that old conscience just right up. Well, the reason why I'm talking about this is we've been studying from the book of 1 Peter. And Peter talks about the conscience several times through these scriptures that I've been reading, and it just finally caught my attention. I said, he's talking about conscience quite a bit here. And he talks about having a good conscience. Well, see, that's a very intentional thing. To want to have a good conscience. That means that I want to live right, I want to treat people right, and I want my relationship with God to be right. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.